Hi, so today at the end of 30th of August, there are three FNO stocks जिसके बारे में मैं डिस्कस करना चाहता हूँ. Of them, definitely one of them is a very strong sectorial stock, and definitely it's a Tata company. So of course, let's start with it. So the first company I am interested for 31st of August and for the first week is Tata Steel, and the reason is pretty simple. Tata Steel is very near to its 1440, 1450 levels, and I think going forward, if it is able to take out this particular level, then going forward there will be a new momentum. So this has been in this this particular structure for some time now, and going forward इट वॉज ऑन अ डेली बेसिस एबल टू कंसोलिडेट. हम ये आवली चार्ट देखते हैं, और अगर आप डेली चार्ट देखते हो, दिस ऑल्सो इज लुकिंग रियली गुड बिकॉज ऑफ अ वेरी सिंपल फैक्ट दैट टाटा स्टील वॉज इनसाइड दिस particular triangle, and it gave a breakout earlier. Let me draw it first, then I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, so ये एक बहुत ही एक narrow consolidation में थी, and then it gave a breakout, and then there was a breakdown sort of, and again you can see that after a few consolidation and after a few sessions, it's again able to enter this particular box. This itself showcases that there is buying interest in Tata Steel, and this itself is going to give it a new impetus. And definitely मैं Tata Steel की और कल की opening मैं देखना चाहता हूँ. If it opens with a gap up, or even if it opens at the levels of 1440, 1450, then definitely I would be tracking it if it is able to move forward. आज सुबह में first half में we traded on this one. The reason was pretty simple, because if you look for a very short time span, so it was always facing this particular resistance. So going forward, this is definitely going to be a good trade. इसलिए हमने आज सुबह में अपने we waited for the first hour, and then we were able to get it at 1410 levels, and from there you can see it opened it closed around about at 1440 levels. I do understand this is a sort of a resistance zone, but going forward, अगर ये if it is able to take out the levels of 1460, say for example, then don't stay in the sidelines, but rather jump in, and this would definitely then be going for a new all-time highs. And the reason I'm telling this is a similar structure. मैं एक वीडियो पोस्ट किया था on the weekend where I talked about DV's lab, where I talked about Hindalco, and where I actually also talked about PI Industries. So वो सब जो stocks आज all time highs बनाई, not Hindalco but rather DV's lab and PI Industry. The reason is they were able to take out these resistance zones, and once they are able to, and especially अगर Tata Steel अगर 1460 के ऊपर अगर closing देती है, then definitely the levels of 1500, 1540 is in the very near vicinity. The second company I want to talk about is Bharti AIRTEL, and from a structure point of view, you can see there was a very strong closing, and we are on an hourly chart, and here also you can see there was a very good breakout which has happened, and this is exactly the reason why I am so much interested in this particular stock. And especially you can see there was a lot of buying interest together with a good volume. So definitely we are in this Tata Bharti AIRTEL में एक ही problem थी, and this was this level of 610, 611, and it was actually able in the multiple times in the past it has come and it has corrected, और इसमें एक breakdown आई थी, but now you can see in just 2 sessions it's is going above these levels. Going forward, try to keep a track on 630 levels, and if it is able to move past 630, which is immediate resistance for Bharti AIRTEL, आज उसकी closing को 622 levels पे हुई है. So going forward, definitely 640 and 650 is definitely in the near very vicinity, and definitely there's a lot of positive news flow happening in this particular company and in this particular sector. So of course Bharti AIRTEL is one of the stocks which should be in your radar. And the good thing about this stock is it started off early at below 600, and then it was consolidating between 600 and 610, and then you can see in the last half of the trade, in the second half of the trade, it was able to break this level. We entered roundabout over here at 610, and from there it closed at its high at 620 to 6 plus. So हमारी जो भी इंट्राडे positions थी, we have closed, and then we are again waiting to make more positions for the swing trade, and hopefully we would be able to see some. The third company in the FNO sector, which is definitely State Bank of India, is definitely there, and the third company is not State Bank of India. I think State Bank of India was able to close above 423, which is itself a very good feat. और मैं इसके बारे में ट्वीट भी किया था that why this is such an important level. And going forward, I think State Bank of India should be able to move towards 430 from here. But one of the companies, और ये हमने बहुत बार हमने पहले शॉर्ट भी किया था इस पे, and going forward I think this turned out to be a good trade. हमने इसका रिवर्सल भी हमने डिस्कस किया था in one of our previous videos, where it was over here in this region, where we told about it's a time for, and that was actually the first time after the result that I confirmed that I am seeing positions getting added, and from there from say 4 or 5 levels you can see it has now moved towards 423, and going forward I think even the levels of 430 would be achievable in a session or two, especially if the strength in weakening in Nifty and Bank Nifty continues. But the third FNO counter जो मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूँ, this actually is also a PSU bank, and that's Canara Bank. So Canara Bank has been in a very good sort of from a technical perspective, it has been in a very good pattern. And अगर हम पहले डेली चार्ट देखते हैं, so we had earlier discussed Canara Bank, and actually let me delete this because हमने कैनरा बैंक हमने पहले भी इसके बारे में हम बहुत सारे डिस्कशंस कर चुके हैं. So here you can see after a good up move since since August of last year, it has been trading in a channel, and this channel has been violated a few of the times in the past, and but still it has always maintained to come up. So going forward I think try to see if it is able to move past 162 on a closing basis, so that itself will showcase there is a lot of strength. Of course going forward there will be a resistance at 160 levels for now, but if it is able to close above 160 to 163, especially अगर ये levels के ऊपर अगर ये जाके अगर कल closing देती है, then going forward there will be a new momentum. And you can see this is a very if you look into this chart, then you can understand that this is from 200 levels, 300 levels, ये correct होके it went towards 100 levels, and even I remember I took this trade on 220. From there I was lucky because of Corona, I was able to close at 175, and actually I maybe closed over here 140. Okay, yeah, so I closed just before Corona hit my shorts, but it was able to move further because of Corona, and here now you can see that this is at a very important juncture. और अगर आप monthly chart देखते हो, so the good thing which you can see is this has always been a very decisive level for this particular stock. And अगर आप investor हो, so you can see that whenever it comes to this level it has been able to move also in the second instance. Due to Corona it broke this particular support level, but now it is consolidating over here. So definitely you should be keeping, and for going forward I think levels of 190 and 200 in the medium term would be definitely be possible, and especially with sentiment working in favor of PSUs for example, then definitely this is slated for a much higher target. So अगर आप एक trading नहीं करके अगर आप सिर्फ investments if you're only interested in investment, so basically you can expect a level of 300, which is near about double in 6 to 8 months. But definitely I am not going to talk about a particular company for such a long time frame. The only reason I'm talking about this particular company is if you see on a daily basis, it has been able to hold the levels of 145 over here, और हमने इसमें 145 में हमने इसको multiple times हमने इसको trade किया है. So basically you can see whenever it comes to 145 it gets a buying and then it goes towards 160. This time also it came towards 145 and it went towards 160, but now the structural change which has happened is you can see there is a very tight and narrow consolidation which is ongoing over here, and this itself showcases that there might be a good move, especially अगर 160 के ऊपर closing आती है. Try to keep it for targets of 180 in the very short term, and I hope this video is going to add some value to you, and especially अगर 175 के ऊपर closing आती है then definitely the levels of 190 and 200 gets open. लेकिन अभी हमारे लिए फिलहाल जो ट्रेड होगा वो है अगर 162 के ऊपर closing आती है, we would be trying to enter and we would be trying to achieve a target of 175 to 180 in the near term. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope these three companies, Tata Steel, Bharti Airtel and Canara Bank, is going to turn out to be profitable trades. As always, आप अपने financial advisors से consult करके ही stock market में पैसा लगाएं. Thank you.